Shalom, shalom, Yasharal. Praying y'all are amazing. Cup overflowing. Blessed. And like me, because of all the cups there is overflowing inside of you. That's how you feel. You want to, like me, give all esteem, all praise, all glory, and all honor to the Most High, Abba Yahuwah, our wonderful Creator. Gonna start here at chapter 2 in Joel, because I don't remember for sure if this morning I read chapter 2. I don't know. This has been one amazing day, and a lot has happened. So I might have, I don't even know. I might have put another video out that I don't know about. So where I read chapter 2, who knows? But let's read that. Let's go, because we're those who have a mind of understanding. We're going straight to the source with humility. No opinion, no dogma is anything that we, being understanding, want to, or we know we cannot get the truth from that. This is the source. Verse 1. Blow a shofar in Sion, and sound an alarm in my set-apart mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the earth tremble, for the day of Yahuwah is coming, for it is near. A day of darkness and gloom, a day of clouds and thick darkness, like the morning cloud spread over the mountains. A people many and strong, the like of whom has never been, nor shall there ever be again after them, to the years of many generations. And I said last night that in chapter 1, when it was talking about that group of many men, that is CHINA. I know there was times when their military and stuff wasn't as big as the America's, and when America's was the biggest, I heard it being called the biggest the world had ever seen. Well, I know now that the CHINA's military is way bigger than America's. So maybe that's what that's talking about. That the amount, the strength, the size of them has never been seen on the face of the earth. Ahead of them a fire has consumed, and behind them a flame burns. Before them the land is like the Garden of Eden, and behind them a desert waste, and from them there is no escape. That just gave you a specific geographical location that you can find on the map and drive to it. And he just told you that you do not want to find yourself there, because there's no escape. You'll be surrounded by that military. That's the biggest there ever has been. Their appearance is like the appearance of horses, and they run like steeds. As the noise of chariots, they leap over mountaintops, as the noise of a flaming fire consuming stubble, as a mighty people set in battle array. Before them peoples are in anguish, all faces become flushed. They run like mighty men, they climb the wall like men of battle. Everyone goes on his way, and they do not break ranks. And they do not press one another, and everyone goes in his path. They fall among the weapons, but they do not stop. Now, that is clues given to us by the Most High to let you know when this, what time when this is talking about, okay? We've seen our USSIA for a month and a half over there doing their thing, right? They don't know what keeping ranks is, right? They have to force their men to go out and convince them. They're breaking ranks and going and calling their moms off cell phones on TV, in front of the world to see. They're loose as a goose. There's no code or no absolutes with that one. But like I said, it's been telling us the whole time. The Most High has told us that there's going to be two groups working together in unison, but coming to this land to invade at two different angles, strategically. So he's describing the one that's gonna come and invade from the West Coast. He wants you to know that's the one who are like a machine. They don't break ranks, and they don't have to convince their young men, their soldiers, to do that task. They're all about it. That's their only mission in life, is to destroy this piece of this place. And I've told you before that it's more than just destroying the people of the country. It's that American spirit, that Mitzrayim spirit that they have to destroy so it will not re-manifest itself. And they do not press one another. Everyone goes in his path. They fall among the weapons, but they do not stop. They rush on the city. They run on the wall. They climb into the houses. They enter at the windows like a thief. The earth shall tremble before them. The heavens shall shake. Sun and moon shall be darkened, and the stars withdraw their brightness. And Yahuwah shall give forth his voice before his army, for his camp is very great. And you want to know why? For mighty is the doer of his word. Mighty. And I'm here to tell you what he means by mighty. It's not that you are just highly talented or that you are tougher or whatever. It's the doing of his word that makes you mighty. And it's common sense. For the day of Yahuwah is great and very awesome, and who does bear it? Yet even now, declares Yahuwah, turn to me with all your heart, and with fasting, and with weeping, and with mourning, and tear your heart, and not your garments, and turn back to Yahuwah your Most High, for he shows favor, and is compassionate, patient, and of great loving commitment, and he shall relent concerning the evil. Who knows? Because at that moment, it's like last call. He's trying to squeeze every piece of fully complete ripened fruit out, and that's like the last call. He even throws a cherry on top to persuade anyone he can by saying, who knows, he might turn and relent and leave a blessing behind him, a grain offering and a drink offering for Yahuwah, your Most High. Blow a shofar in Zion, set apart a fast, call an assembly, okay? Gather the people, set the assembly apart, assemble the elders, gather the children and nursing babies. Let a bridegroom come out of his room, and let a bride from her dressing room. We're the bride. We have been in the dressing room getting dressed, and when we come out, we will be done. Let the priest, servants of Yahuwah, weep between the porch and the slaughter place, and let them say, spare your people, O Yahuwah, and do not give your inheritance to reproach, for the nations to rule over them. Why should they say among the peoples, where is their Messiah? You could say that's what I do. Why do they not have the Most High? And I weep. I've been weeping since we walked off the front porch, and I'll weep till we get to that slaughter place. And that's just because that's who He's made me to be. And let Yahuwah be jealous for His land and spare His people. And let Yahuwah answer and say to His people, see, I am sending you the grain and the new wine and the oil, and you shall be satisfied by them. And no longer do I make you a reproach among the nations. If you have that mind of understanding, you've come to it because you understood where to get it and that you cannot produce it. It's only found one place, and that's Abba Yahuwah. And you just have to go because you're humble enough, or you are humble, and you know that you can't go and find it nowhere but only in that one spot. And you finally swallowed your pride and admitted it. If you do, when you do that, if you want to look, if you're someone who's been around and you've seen, okay, how I've pleaded and desperately begged for that to happen, for someone to come up and just be attentive and not want to kill me, always sees the bottom of their Nikes, lie, slander, run, whatever, avoid the topic, play around. It's been so dissatisfying. I've been hungry for that, and I always get that instead. So I've never been satisfied, okay? But when we get there, that which we have desired to satisfy and fill our stomachs, when we get to that, that's one prize, one gift that He knows that you've been wanting and waiting for. And it's going to be so intimate for you and Him. It's just so awesome, right? Well, I got some today, and I'll tell you about it. All esteem, all honor, all praise, all glory, all credit, all wisdom, all right, no wrong, comes from Yahuwah, the Most High. And no longer do I make you a reproach among the nations. And the northerner I shall remove far from you, and drive him away into a dry and deserted land, with his face toward the eastern sea, and his rear toward the western sea. And his stench shall come up, and his smell rise, for he has done greatly. Do not fear, O soil, be glad and rejoice, for Yahuwah has done greatly. Do not fear, you beasts of the field, for the pastures of the wilderness shall spring forth, and the tree shall bear its fruit, the fig tree and the vine shall yield their strength. And the children of Sion be glad and rejoice in Yahuwah your Most High, for He shall give you the teacher of righteousness, and cause the rain to come down for you, the former rain and the latter rain as before. And the threshing floor shall be filled with grain, and the vats shall overflow with new wine and oil. Then I shall repay you the years that the swarming locust has eaten, the crawling locust and the consuming locust, the gnawing locust, my great army which I sent among you. Then you shall eat and be satisfied, and shall praise the name of Yahuwah, your Most High, who has done with you so wondrously. And my people shall never be put to shame, and you shall know that I am in the midst of Yasharal, and that I am Yahuwah, your Most High, and there is no one else. And my people shall never be put to shame. And after this it shall be that I pour out my spirit on all flesh, and your sons and daughters shall prophesy, your old men dream dreams, and your young men see visions. And also on the male servants and on the female servants I shall pour out my spirit in those days. And I shall give signs in the heavens and upon the earth, blood and fire and the columns of smoke. The sun is turned into darkness and the moon into blood before the coming of the great and awesome day of Yahuwah. And it shall be that everyone who calls on the name of Yahuwah shall be delivered. For on Mount Sion and in Jerusalem there shall be an escape. And Yahuwah has said, and among the survivors whom Yahuwah calls.